Philadelphia, let's go down to excuse me, Maryland, where I have super middleweight AJ Williams on the line here, who fights Ricardo. How do we pronounce his name? Ricardo
Becerrill.
Basilio in a rematch on next Saturday night, October 23rd,
Yes,
from at the Live Casino in Hanover, Maryland. What's going on, AJ?
Nothing much, man. I've just been training hard, getting ready for this rematch.
So talk about it. You know, you're facing him in a rematch, and you already have the win over him. So what's the thought process? Doing the rematch.
I had the win, but I don't think I was as thrilled with my performance as I could have been. Um, I just feel like I could have fought a lot better fight, and I wanted the opportunity to do that. He was a tough fighter, and he really did challenge me, and I always like a challenge, but I think I could have made that fight a little bit easier on myself. So I really wanted to have the opportunity to do that. So that was the thought process behind that. Tony was, he presented it, and I was like, if you can do it, if you can get a rematch, let's make it happen, man. I think I could fight a lot better fight.
Even though it didn't go on your record you went on your record as a win. It almost sounds like you're treating it as a loss, and you want to kind of maybe that could be a motivation thing where you almost in your mind you're treating it like a loss, and that's what the motivation is to fight him again.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just felt like I could have done so much more in the fight, and I just didn't. And I was like, I want that opportunity to do that and prove to myself that I can do it. You know what I mean?
So you're fighting back back home, back in Maryland at the Live Casino, place where you fought 4 or 5 times. I think this would be your 4th fight there. In fact, you actually had a rematch there with Michael Willis about a year and a half ago. I guess talk about fighting at the Live Casino.
I love fighting at Live. The venue is just amazing. The crowd and the energy is just it's like no other. It's just amazing. I just feel like fighting in front of my hometown of Baltimore, or not my hometown, but where I live now. Baltimore is great. All my friends, family, coworkers get to come out and enjoy themselves. And Live Casino's just got a really good atmosphere. It's just really good energy. The people that work there are always nice. The show is always well put together really well. It's always very organized and comfortable. It's a good place to fight. I just really enjoy it.
Place you just fought, Philadelphia, where you got the decision over Becerrill. Talk about that experience fighting in Philadelphia.
Oh, that was great. That was so much fun. That was the first time fighting my first time fighting in Philly as a professional. So it was really cool to go back, and a lot of my friends from Penn State ended up coming. So that was really cool to be able to see a lot of guys I graduated with, box with, and play basketball with at Penn State. So that was really cool. And plus, you could really feel that Philly is a boxing city. They really love their boxers down there. So it was like a really cool, warm welcome from everyone down there in Philly. It was a great time.
After dropping your first fight, you've won 4 in a row. How's the confidence level now, being that you're on a 4-fight win streak?
Oh, it's getting up there big time for sure. I'm pretty confident going into my fights now. And plus my training has just been phenomenal. My coaches, my trainers, they've been just amazing. So I feel like I have the utmost confidence as far as, building up my wins up to 4 wins with Tony Jetter now. And then going into this next fight, I'm uber confident in getting this win and actually doing it in the fashion that I would want to, something that I'm going to be excited about and fulfilled with the win.
So being fighting at home, and I'm going to kind of piggyback on what you just said, being at home, the type of win that you're expecting smells like if it's almost knockout or bust for you. Is that fair?
Not necessarily.
Maybe not bust, but
not bust. I'm not really going to chase a knockout. I think I chased the knockout too much in the last fight, to be completely honest. I didn't feel like I should have been that gassed after a 4-round fight, to be honest. I think I chased the knockout too much, which really just made me kind of push myself into a brawl that I didn't really want to be in. So I'm going to be more of a boxer this fight, and then make it a lot easier on myself and box the way I know how. I'll just be a smart fighter. And even if it goes to a decision and I felt like I boxed a smart fight, I'll be satisfied with that for sure.
So what's like I know you're not looking past this guy. He gave you a good fight the last time.
Mm-hmm.
What's the game plan for, obviously we're coming to the end of 2021 into 2022. What's a good scenario for AJ Williams?
Good scenario for me is I want to try to get this belt and then take a little bit of time off. This is probably my last fight of the year, and then early spring, or late in the winter, early spring, probably take another fight, and then go from there. I'm taking it fight by fight right now.
And you mentioned the belt. I believe it's for the ABF belt. And a lot of people, when we talk about boxing, there's belts here, belts there. Was a belt, but
Yeah.
For a guy like you who started in the game late,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just trying to find yourself.
Sure.
To fight for a belt, it's a real big deal for you.
Yeah, it is. It's a really big deal. There are a ton of belts, but for me, I'm just like, if I can get a belt, that's just something that I would be more than ecstatic about and more than happy to do. And I think it'd be something that, I can tell my kids about. It's a legacy thing for me. I already I've been a boxer since I was 20. So like you said, I got started late in the game. And for someone like me to actually get a belt, no matter what type of belt it is, it's a big accomplishment, and I'm excited for the opportunity.
I can see some nice artwork behind you. So maybe the belt fits. Does the belt fit on the wall around this artwork behind you?
I don't know if my wife will let me do that. It's currently
it's a title. It's a boxing title belt. I mean, it's not like you're putting up some bad artwork or anything like that. No, that's good artwork behind you. I'm not saying that's bad artwork. I'm saying it's not like you're putting up like a stupid picture up right now. This is a belt that you trained hard for and won. I think it should go. I see it like either right below, right underneath. There's two pictures behind you.
You ain't lying. I think that's a good spot for it too. I'll see if I can negotiate that deal with my wife. See what she says.
Have you thought about? Like I said, it's a very important thing. Have you thought about having the referee wrap it around your waist, or you picking it up, or has that picture entered your mind at all?
Yeah, whenever I visualize it, for some reason, it's me holding it up. So I think that's what's going to happen. I think I might allow someone to put it on my belt or put it on my waist, and then at some point just raise it up, or vice versa.
And you want to hear those famous 3 words, and the new.
Yes, I do.
Not bad for an IT guy.
No, not at all. I think my coworkers are probably going to think I'm something. I don't know, some type of phenom. Working on computers by day, winning a belt by night.
I see someone doing some kind of Photoshop kind of thing.
100%. There'll be a Photoshop around. I'll send it to you once it happens.
I just bought a new computer, so I should have hit you up with, because I don't know anything about this stuff. So
yeah,
I just bought a new Dell Inspiron something. You know about that stuff?
Yeah, I know about a lot. We do everything. We build applications mostly, and project management systems. But
Dell Inspiron Intel i7. How's that?
Sounds good to me.
Good machine, you think?
Yeah. Dell makes a decent machine.
Okay.
I'm more of a Mac guy myself. But that's just because I've had them, and I've had them for a year.
So if you're buying it, if a sap like me is looking to buy a laptop, you would point me toward Mac, huh?
I would. That's personal preference. But right now I'm on a Windows. So I work on Windows, but then my personal stuff is all Mac.
There you have it. AJ Williams very eloquently can talk boxing, talk computers. Tonight we talked a little artwork.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you want to say to the fans in closing before we let you go?
Just tell the fans I really appreciate them, and I hope everyone comes out to their fights on the 23rd at Live Casino, or at the Hall at Live. It's going to be a great night of boxing. I mean, there's so many different people on this card. I I can stand and look at 3 guys in the gym that are going to be fighting that night.
I was just about to ask you. I know there's a lot of Maryland flavor. Any of the guys that you're growing up with, you're growing up in boxing with?
Yeah, sure. Joseph Beasy, he's actually been coaching me for this for this bout. He'll be fighting there as well. What's his name?
Ernest Hall. Yep.
Yeah, he'll be fighting as well. So we work out of his gym at Lightning Quick Fitness. So we've been working with him. So it's going to be packed. I think it's going to be an amazing card. Yeah,
in fact, from what Tony tells me, Hall and Hutcherson could be one of the fights of the night. That night.
That's going to be a good bout. I agree with him.
Where do we find you on? The social media?
Oh, on social media, you can find me on Instagram at A.J.Williams13 on Instagram, and you can look me up on Facebook at AJ Williams or at AJ Williams.
So if anyone DMs you, I think I asked you this the last time. I remember. If anyone DMs you with some computer questions, are you taking questions for that?
Oh yeah, I can take some questions for that. It's no problem. It might come at a price, but I'll take some questions.
Well, actually, I have a question for you.
Go for it.
Here it is. I'm sure all these people are watching this really care about this. So the aforementioned new computer, my USB ports, they're very tight. Are they always tight when you buy a new computer or no?
Yeah, they will be. Yeah.
Like I feel like I have to jam the thing in,
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. So that way, when you're moving around, like it's a laptop, right? So when you're moving around, they don't want them like the ports falling out or your USB sticks falling out or anything like that. So yeah,
but like when I pull the USB cord out, I kind of have to pull on it a little harder than.
Yeah.
Well, will those loosen up over time?
Yeah, they will. As you start to wear them down, they can loosen up. And also sometimes there's like a little button at the top and the bottom. You can press it down and help pull out some. I'm not sure exactly which port that you have or which plugins that you have, but sometimes that helps.
Yeah, because I called the manufacturer. I'm not going to name them because they ain't paying me. So, so I actually called them and they said, "Yeah." I'm like, so it's like sneakers. You buy a sneaker, they're tight when you first put them on, and
yeah, exactly.
The more you wear them, they lose. So okay, I don't remember because I've had 5 or 6 different laptops. I don't remember that. So and being that tight, is that something new or I don't even know?
Probably something new. And then whenever you have a Mac, they always switch them up on you. So you got to buy all these different adapters in order to use it.
No, there's Apple people. Well, there you have it, AJ. We'll see you next Saturday night.
Yes, I'll see you then.
October 23rd at Live Casino, Maryland. You're taking on Ricardo Becerrill.
Yep, that's it.
In a rematch, a much anticipated rematch.
Yeah.
We look forward to seeing you then, and have a good night.
You do the same. Thank you.